Hello friends, once again very welcome to all of you. Today we have to discuss TYBCS subject Internet Programming part first, that is the PHP. Within we have to see our next point, that is the introduction to object oriented programming. We know that PHP is the object oriented programming languages, that is OOP. OOP refers that method of programming that invokes the use of class to organize the data and structure of an application. In object oriented programming, we assume that programming concept that treats the function and data as an object. Keyword here is object, where data and function can be represented as reusable objects, thus the cutting down onto the code and time. Simply, object oriented programming is the collection of objects. So here the question arises, what is meant by object? We know that object is an instance or the occurrence of class. Anything in the world is an object, that is like laptop, books, car. Even object has two things, that is the properties and behavior. Here the properties are the variables that hold the information about the object, and the methods are the function that can read data within object. Next point is that class. The class is a collection of data members and function. Class is the blueprint of object. Class contains methods and properties or characteristics of the object to define the object, as shown here. Concept of class and object. Here, how to create class. So when we want to create the class, uh, here the syntax, that is the keyword class, class name, the curly brackets for the block of code or properties or the functions. So here the example given, how the class fruit is created, how the properties, methods and function is taken. Then how to create object. After creating class, now it is the time to create of object. So to create the object from existing class, we have to initiating the object. To create a new object from the class definition, we have to use the new keyword. The syntax for creating object, that is the dollar object equals to new, and class name is to be taken. Here the example is given, how to create the objects. Here apple and banana are the objects, equal to new keyword and the name of class, that is fruit, for the initiating class, initiating object. So next point is that how to access the properties and methods after an object is initiated. It is use hyphen and greater than symbol to access the methods of properties contained in object, as shown in syntax. Here the few examples are given. So object oriented concept is basically depends upon the few points, that is the polymorphism, encapsulation, inheritance and abstraction. We have to see that object oriented concepts one by one. So here the question is introspection. It is nothing but the ability of program to examine the object, that is its characteristics, properties, method names and the parent names. Introspection allows us to obtain the name of class to which an object belongs to, as well as the member, properties and methods. Write generic debuggers, serializers and profilers, etc. At runtime, you can get the information about the classes which help to write debuggers, as I have told you that. Also, introspection help us to write the code that can be operate on any class or object. Next point is that serialization. Serializing an object means converted it to the byte of stream representation that can store into file. It is useful for the permanent data. This function generates the storable representation value. Syntax for that is string serialize in bracket mix $value. Next point is that encapsulation. Encapsulation means all objects are encapsulated. All code required data contained within the object itself. Encapsulated objects hide all internal code and data. Encapsulated objects allow user to see only the method and properties of object that follow them to see. Then the concept of constructor. Class constructor is the special function with the same name as its class that is called automatically when an object from class is initiated. The function constructor is more useful constructor that using function with same name as that of class. Constructor functions are commonly used in PHP to handle the database connection. Syntax for that is function white space underscore construct in bracket $name and marks. Here the example of constructor is given. Next point is that after constructor there is a destructor. Destructor function is called when object is destroyed. Default constructor function is called when class object is firstly initiated. Destructor function cleans up any resources allocated to an object after object is destroyed. Here the example of destructor is given. And the our next point is that inheritance. We know that inheritance means it is the ability of PHP to extend classes that inherits the characteristics of parent class, means to creating new class from existing old class is the concept called as inheritance. Class can inherit the methods and the properties of another class by using the keyword extend in the class declaration. It is possible to extend multiple classes. A class can only inherit from base class. Here the example of inheritance is given. Class fruit is taken as a base class. It has a function constructor and function intro. And from fruit class, here new new child class is created, that is class strawberry, that extends the properties of old existing class, that is the parent or base class fruit as shown in example. Suppose animal is taken, then the cow and lion, these are the new inherited classes that takes the properties of animal. Both are animal, we know that. Then our next point is that PHP access modifiers. We are familiar with this concept. Properties and methods can have access modifiers which control where the data can be accessed. There are three access modifiers. We know public, the property or method can be accessed from anywhere. This is default. Protected, the property or method that can be accessed within class and by access derived from class. And last one is private, the property or method can only access within a class. As here the example for that given. Next point is that scope resolution operator. It is also called as a double colon, is a token that allows access to static constant and overridden the member or methods of class. Here the example of scope resolution operator is given. Next one is the abstract class method. Abstract class is the class that cannot be initiated on its own. You cannot create any object from it, means there is no object creation of abstract class. If you require any class method to be abstract, you must also declare the class itself as abstract too. Here the example of abstract class is given. Then the next one is static methods and property. Use of static keywords allows us class members to use without needing to initiate a new instance of class. The static declaration must come after the visibility declaration. Here the example of static function is given. And our last point is that interfaces. In PHP, interface is the contract between unrelated object to perform common functions. Interface in PHP allows defining common structure for our class. An interface cannot be initiated on its own. One of the goal of object-oriented programming is to reuse the code, and interface make this much easier to reuse the code. For that we have to use the keyword interface, then interface name, and then the methods are taken here like function method a, function method b. In this way interfaces are used. There are few features of interfaces. In interface, all method declared in interface must be public. All methods in the interface must be implemented within a class as shown in example. Classes may implement more than one interface. Interface can be extended like class using extends keyword. The class implementation, the interface must use the exact same method signature as are defined in the interface, and it is possible for interfaces to have constants, and interface constants cannot be overwritten. In this way, in PHP there is object oriented programming concepts. I hope that you all of you understand it. Thank you so much.